Hi Sagittarius, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your December tarot and Cartomancy reading and birthday reading. Happy birthday. I know that some of you have already enjoyed your birthday beginning in November. The 22nd, as I recall, that Sagittarius time began, and we're having the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. And you know, the new moon is about being open, and asking for what you want to come into your life. And Sagittarius is very much about freedom seeking, wanting to be free and to make choices and go where you want and do what you want. So you could really see a lot of that playing out in your life, in your family, and in your community, in your country. Because it's going to affect a lot of people, but especially you, Sagittarius, you're going to come out of that shell all of a sudden and really start expanding your world and your life, and it's like a light is going to be turned on all of a sudden. Okay, we got two cards. I'm using the transparent tarot. I haven't used it in ages, okay? So, first we have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles, it can represent a time where we're relaxing, we're enjoying the fruits of our labor, and we're also taking time for ourselves. We're taking care of ourselves. I'm sure you're not rich, but you were able financially to take some time for yourself, heal, take some sanctuary. Sometimes it's sanctuary time that you need, just some time away from the job, the work, whatever it is, okay, until you're ready, because holding this pentacle in your hand is saying you're eyeing something else up. You got something on your mind, you got something cooking, and you're eyeing up a new project. But we'll see what that is. Okay, and then the other card that came out is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is usually regret over some sort of past action in a relationship of some sort, whether this is a friendship, a family relationship. It could be a relationship tied to money or gain in somehow. And where you needed to take time away, time to heal, time to think about what's transpired, what's important, In this one, 2 cups are spilled, and there's still 3 stacked behind the person. There's still a lot to build on here. But there was time needed here to heal, to consider, to grow, probably. So I'm going to cut these cards. I'm going to turn that one around. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to put these ones down for a sec. Okay. I'm going to select a couple from each pile from this deck, and then I'm going to do the same with the other deck. So in the recent past, you have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is wanting something new in the romance area. It's also being ready and open to share now, to connect, to reach out for love, and to accept, proposals, not really like a proposal, but someone's advances in love. You may even get a communication. You may get asked on a date. Someone might just start calling you or texting you out of the blue, and, you know, giving you compliments, letting you know that you're, oops, those are the ones I put aside. Okay. The next one you have is, this is the World. Look at that. So I'm going to turn it this way. Someone's, you know, this is on their mind. See, look at this, the World. So they're coming in with a new offer, a new idea, a new, you know, some new attention, and they've been doing all this thinking, all this swirlings going on in their mind, and they think that, well, for one thing, I think you mean the World to them. I think they think this is something that could last a long time into the future. You know, the World is a whole chapter in life, you know, a whole chapter in life. And so this person is, this is what they're trying to conjure. This is what they see. Wow, look at that. The tree. The tree. Now, the tree is here in this deck. It's like the Hierophant. Okay, the tree of knowledge. This is where we grow. This is where we came from, and this is where we're going to. You know, and we gain knowledge. We evolve as well. Like, you know, the rings inside of a tree when you cut a tree, and there's all these rings, and it started in the center, and it's grown and grown and grown. More rings for, I don't know how it's measured exactly, but I think there's been some maturing here, done here. I think that you've probably come out of a chapter in life where you've had a lot of a growth period in this chapter, and you're ready to be open to love now. I think that this is preparing you kind of to be more open and ready for relationship after this time of this chapter of growth. Okay, so that's the recent past. In the present, you have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is a lot of difficulty seeing a way out of something, you know, or a way, you know, from A to B, right? And it's only through our thoughts that are preventing us from getting where we want to go, because we are quite able with our skills and our hearts and our capabilities, but our mind keeps holding us back with some sort of old message that we keep playing. Maybe someone told it to us, and now we play it ourselves, and it is limiting. It's a limiting message. All right. Because here is the Seven of Cups, and this is all the potential, you know. Here's the first message, and this is limiting. This is how we limit ourselves with our thoughts, okay? And then you have the Seven of Cups, and there's seven. This is the thing, you know. You have there's all kinds of options. There's different things that you could do and achieve. It doesn't have to be this one out here at the top first. It can be one of any of these things you can go for. In some ways it's overwhelming to you. I think there could be a lot to do to get to where you want to go, and it could be very overwhelming. You could be thinking of it all at once and not kind of breaking it down into steps. And when you're thinking about it all at once, it can be overwhelming. You know, you can think, oh my God, how am I going to get all this done? What should I do? You also could feel trapped, kind of feel trapped in some kind of way. I think that you do have options, but there's something that you're feeling limited in, okay? And the Tower. You know, I watch videos too, and even in my own videos, it's the Tower has been showing up like every month for Sagittarius for like 8 months. You know, it's crazy. And every time I see a video, I say, again? Another one? Another tower? However, I think this tower, and the tower always is there to break us out the confines of our present situation. Look at it going right through this whole matter, you know, and it's to you know, it's where that it's the enough is enough kind of situation where you had enough, you can't do it anymore. Sometimes this is a really pleasant surprise, and that helps free you out of your confines, whatever they may be, or it's a shocking surprise that, or a shocking event that could it also could free you out of your confines, but be the, you know, I think it's going to surprise you, like a throw you back. That's what I want to say. Okay. And then coming in the near future, you have the Five of Wands, and this is about trying to work together. You know, we have very strong opinions and we're sure that we know the right way to do things, but we also need to let other people have their way sometimes, or you know, do idea sharing, job sharing, I don't know what it is, okay? But it's instead of competing, because this is opposing opinions, you know, when if we work together, we could use all these ideas and, you know, find great solutions. For every problem, there's probably 5 good solutions, right? So this is sharing the work, sharing the load, okay? And then you have the Six of Pentacles. Again, this is a sharing card, right? It's giving and receiving. Sometimes we give when others are in need, and other times we need to ask for help and hope that that help is there when we need it. Sometimes this is in the form of borrowing money. You need a loan. Perhaps you're loaning money. This could be physical help. You're physically helping somebody or giving them your time and energy. Vice versa. It could be scratching each other's back. You know, give and take. This is the card of give and take. Sometimes we give and sometimes we take. Sometimes it's just sharing the load, you know, or here's what I can do for you, what can you do for me, sort of thing, you know. And I like here how that it's above this, because this is how we're going to work it out, right? We're going to work this out. I understand. I'm starting to understand now. And it's sharing, you know, the responsibility, sharing the work, sharing all that. And then you have strength. And this is something that requires a gentle touch. You know, we are very strong. You are very strong, Sagittarius, very strong. And you can take charge. You know, you have that kind of energy, but this is requiring you to use a gentle hand, be the lamb rather than the lion, and have composure, perhaps in a situation that may scare you in some way, like it may scare you, frighten you in some way for some reason. I'm not sure. It also may make you feel defensive. You could feel defensive, and that's why that lion wants to come out, but it's requiring you to be the lamb. Have your composure. Um, use gentle. It's a gentle hand kind of thing, like that. Okay. So this is how you've changed. You've changed from this lion. Before you went in and you took over, and you said how it's going to be and all that, and now you're realizing that you need to share this stage, share the work, share the responsibilities, opinion, whatever. I don't know, the glory and the blame, both. But it's gentler. It's gentler, and anyway, you get what I'm talking about. So there is that one. Now we're going to go into the excuse me, Druidcraft Tarot here for you, Saggy. I can see a lot of Sagittarius in that strength card with the lamb and the lion, because it's Sagittarius on your side. They can convince people. They can sell a ice to an Eskimo, but you cross them, and they could be your worst enemy, and they usually have a lot of supporters too. So, but they also can be they can get more with, what's the saying, sugar than with vinegar kind of thing. Because I think people could actually get scared, You can be a force. You can be a force. Tell me for Sagittarius for December 2021 and on for Sagittarius December 2021 Sagittarius. Ooh, jeepers, jeepers, jeepers. We got a couple jumpers here. Cut these first. Put those up there. What do we have here for you? Six of Pentacles again. Give and take. I really feel like this could be financially. You could be borrowing money. You could be lending money. But I feel it's more time, energy, and credit or something. Giving someone else space. Like sharing the workload, sharing the credit, sharing all that. It's a sharing, Seven of Swords. This is trying to work out something, a conflict, some sort of conflict. There's a disagreement. People have different ideas on what the right answer is, what the solution is. It seems to be clouded, like one side can't see the others kind of thing. And you could be working on a resolution between these two parties, trying to help them find a resolution. There could be something in writing here having to do with a contract or an agreement of some sort. This could, be in help with writing that, something like that. Then you have the Magician. And the Magician, you know, this is about manifesting something, putting something into action, okay? Feeling confident in your skills and your abilities to take on this task, to move it forward. You're ready to I'm think you may be at a point where you're not sure where to begin, which direction to go into at first. But I do tell you, the only thing the Magician is missing is instinct. Okay, and that we find in the High Priestess. You see, there's this column behind him, and he cannot see behind him. They're using chickens as reference. They don't fly. They have limited vision, but very skillful. Like, he can take a lot of things and put them to use, you know, good use. Um, so this is and you know, it's funny because there is the limited vision, right? That cloudy, limited vision here about something about fairness, about what's fair. This is what's going on. It's about some sort of fairness, all right? And fairness is very important to Sagittarius. Very important. Yeah. All right, next is the Strength. This is the second time the Strength card has come up, and this is a situation that requires a gentle hand. Even if it scares you, it could be a situation where, you know, when you're scared or backed into a corner, you know, the animal comes out, the fighter comes out, and you could lash out. However, this is a situation where you're required to use a gentle hand in some way. The strong arm tactics are not going to work in this. You know, it's requiring cooperation. You know, that's a big thing here to cooperation, because you had that Five of Wands, right? And the Seven of Swords is this disputing, you know, and can't see, you know, they're saying the same things, but they can't hear each other, you know, kind of like that. Limited vision. Then we have the Lovers. Okay, so a choice has to be made. You know, I gotta tell you about this card, okay? In this deck, they're all a little bit different. But in this one, you know, these two are having carnal knowledge of each other, right? This is, you know, there's a real base attraction, something you want. But meanwhile, the Deer looks on. Someone knows, someone's watching, okay, this exchange. So it's not as secret as you think it is, okay? That's one thing. And the other thing is the Lovers is about a choice. Like, these people are hiding, so it must not be allowed, really, but they're making a choice to sneak off and do it anyway. Okay, even though they know, and then they're seen, so there's the risk of being caught. And the thing is the Lovers is a choice, and sometimes in some decks the guy has to pick between these three women, and they all come with gifts, you know, and influence and all this, and he has to decide what is the best choice. And for him, passion gets in the way of him making a really wise decision here about the rest of his life. His passion gets in the way, and he chooses for love, for sex, you know, sort of thing. So we got to be really, really careful with our choices here. This choice, this the other thing too, I get from this combination here is that, this is kind of what's lacking in any relationships that you've had. You you know, this is passion. The other thing too is that something that once was paradise to you, it no longer carries that feeling for you anymore. There's something missing, there's something lacking. We can only stay in paradise so long anyway, you know, before we need to get back to the world, get back to life, you know. And this person realizes, because here it's emotion that's missing from the situation. Sexually it's like amazing, you know, but when it comes to commitment and love and you know, that stuff that where you show someone you really love them, really care, is lacking, you know, something lacking here for you. You know, in both of these outfits, she's wearing the same, the deep, deep blue, very deep emotions, very difficult. It could be very difficult, very hard to leave the situation, but you feel very passionate about, you know what I mean? There could be, this is something you could have been in for a while, or like a long relationship. It could be just could be really hard to detach. Also, there could be something that it's hard to let go of. It's hard to let go of. That's all I gotta tell you. It's hard to let go of. Something here is really hard to let go of. And it gave you a lot of pleasure at some point. Carmela, hey, you're shaking everything. Don't do that. Okay, so those are just the cards that fell out. I still got these ones to do. So I guess it's a good birthday reading. So, in the past, recent past, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So, Princess, I said Page, this is a princess. And the princess is ready for action. She wants action. She's ready to get going. Let's do things. Let's get this party started. She is tired of sitting around. She wants to take control in her life, take more control in her life, and be free. You know, she's right out in the open, on the open path. She's ready to take steps in a new direction. This is a new path, right? Where, and that wand isn't just about our work, it's about our like living. It's living, you know, like I've been saying a lot here. So yeah, you're ready to step out on this new path, to start these new beginnings, be out in the open. It's about being free and taking action, getting this started. Let's get this moving along, okay? You could be pushing for action, pushing for action. This could be with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is sometimes an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be a mother figure in some way. Also, you know, she's very grounded here herself. She's stable and grounded. She is surrounded by creature comforts. Also, she's making some sort of announcement here. She's beating her drum. She's, you know, letting the community, the neighborhood know that something's happening, something new is happening here. She's ready to put her time and energy into This it's definitely something that is creative and can bring you a lot of abundance and security, stability. Okay, it could have something to do with a home. Here's the chest. This is a solid investment, you know. This is not something you can just lift and pull away. This is solid. You know what I mean? So this is you could be saving your money or putting your money aside, um, and saving it and saving up for this solid investment. You're thinking about your sunny day ahead. You know, you're dreaming about your sunny day and when you can go and enjoy this, you know, planning ahead kind of thing. All right. I think you're trying to take things slow. You want to, but at this point, you really want action. Things might start to move ahead for something that you could have been planning on for a long time. You're holding back though for some reason. There could be a delay, a short delay. Okay. Ah, there you go again. Four of Wands. So this is definitely a new foundation. Six of Wands, success, reward, feeling accomplished, you know, moving forward, really, really progress. It's progress, and you're feeling like progress is finally happening. You feel elevated. You feel elevated in status in a way somehow, okay? Then you have the Tower. This is some sort of surprise that's going to come about. Could have to do with finances in some way. Um, hmm. Uh, yeah. I think that this, you know, this this new foundation here, you know, this is something that's making you really happy. You know, they have it showing here a ceremony because it's really special to you. This is really special to you, and you're happy. You have an elevated status, but I feel that it also, you know, the Tower is about something that gets you out of your confines, your restrictions, and so this could be sparked by a Tower event, or what's happening is getting you out of your confines where you were confined. It's freeing you. It's elevating you. Coming in the future near the end of December, you have the Three of Cups, so it's celebration time. Of course, we have the holiday season. Also, you have something to celebrate here, a new direction, a new path, new stability, new security, success. So you could be throwing a party, or also it's your birthday, don't forget. So you're probably celebrating your birthday. Um, we have the Princess of Swords. Now, the Princess of Swords is usually messages coming in. This could be words that hurt or something that is news that is difficult to hear, difficult to accept. Okay. On the other hand, I also feel like in some ways this could be contractual according to what else is going on here. Because it's about making solid investments and a lot of that too, freeing you from your confines. And this could be contractual, but it could be emotional in some way. You're trying to be very smart, very serious, but in some ways it's very emotional. And I feel like you could feel vulnerable a little bit in this situation because it could be new for you somehow. Okay. And then we have the King of Swords. This could be an air sign coming in for you. Could be coming in around this situation here, around the celebration time. You could meet them. They could have something to do with these documents or contracts that need to be figured out, okay? Um, could be a lawyer, this person, about the facts, the details. They cut through all the bull. They don't really joke around. They're very serious, and they like the statistics, and they'll tell you, well, according to the da 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 da, and anyhow, like I said, they could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And you probably get very stimulated by this person because you're very intellectual, Sagittarius. You're very intellectual, and you love to explore a lot of thoughts and have debates and questions and open your mind and learn more, and so does this person. They really like that, and they like your spirit. Air signs are very spiritual, but it doesn't really show as much in them as it does in Sagittarius. It comes out in their personality a lot, and air signs are usually very serious, and right to the point kind of thing. So uh, this person also could have had a difficult time communicating, or they've been wanting to communicate, wanting to say something, but they get tongue-tied, something like that. I have a feeling. Okay. They also could have helped you out of an ordeal, or are helping you out of an ordeal. Okay, could be your banker, have something to do with your investments too, because he leads back to here, or she leads back to what you're stashing away. Okay, so I'm gonna put these away. Now I'm bringing out the Cartomancy. Woo! La la, this is just one packed video, and we're only 37 minutes in. So let's bring out the Cartomancy. And the Cartomancy is the regular playing cards. I've been reading these for about 23, 25 years. And I first became interested in them when I got a reading from this lady in my town. And I was just like hooked. That was it. I was hooked. And I had to start learning them. And I bugged her and bugged her and bugged her. Probably for 2 years until she agreed to mentor me. Yeah, so tell me, for Sagittarius, what was that? What was that? Queen of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds. Wow, this is really nice. This could be a blue-eyed woman. This could be you, Sagittarius, if you're a blue-eyed woman. This could be a man too. It could be someone you have a crush on that, or is crushing on you. Okay, because the hearts also represent our love interest, someone we're interested in love with, want to pursue, can't stop thinking about, and this person definitely can't stop thinking about you. You bring them a lot of joy, or they bring you a lot of joy. There's something very sparkling here, a lot of potential. You could also be coming into a lot of money, some sort of big security situation. feeling secure and grounded, like I said, with the tarot cards there. But sometimes this is a windfall, coming into some money, being able to, make your own wishes come true. Okay, so let me cut these now. Put those in the middle. Now, I make 7 piles, and I go around until there's 3 cards in each pile. And I deal them out face down, but right side up. Is that it? They all have 3? Yep. And then I turn them over as I get to them and read the piles one at a time, and then I kind of look at it as a whole sort of thing. So in the here and now, in this pile, you have the 8 of diamonds, the 6 of spades, and the 2 of spades. This is some sort of talk. It could be a talk about money. There could have been some sort of bad move. Hey, stop. Shh. That's enough. Sorry about that. Carmela. That caused a separation. Okay. This is some sort of situation that involved money, it's some sort of bad move with money. Okay, you could have made a bad investment, something like that, and which caused some sort of separation. Okay, anyway, also could have been talking something you said about money or investing or something like that could have offended somebody, something, Anyway, you're wanting to separate from the situation. Coming in, you have the 6 of diamonds, the 2 of hearts, and the 5 of hearts. Wow, this is so nice. So this is taking steps. This is moving up forward in a financial situation, in your security. You could be starting to make more money, or you're moving up in your investments. 2 of hearts shows this is a loving relationship. Sometimes this is a passionate meeting or a date, perhaps. Okay, and the 5 of hearts is like a gift. This is like someone with a crush that you could be getting something sentimental, a sentimental gift from someone that you care about. It feels like it's sentimental in a way, at a gathering. I don't think it's from I don't think it's from Christmas. I think it's from something else. But because it's something like that's going to help you. Okay, help you get somewhere. So it could be money. It could be maybe someone's co-signing, or maybe they're it's some sort of help anyway, and it's done for sentimental reasons. Okay, on your mind you have the 2 of clubs, the ace of diamonds, and the 4 of diamonds. I feel like back here this person is investing in you because they love you, they trust you, they care about you, and it's like they're investing in you. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a love relationship or if this is like a close friendship or family relationship somehow, something like that. Okay, so up here, this is working together. This is, you know, a teamwork, you know. It could be meeting to talk about there could be documents, signing papers. There could be it's like you want to cover all your bases, so you want to make sure you're you know all the details. You want to cover all your bases. You want to be well informed. I'm going to tell you that. That's one of the things about it, you know. Hey, would you stop? Carmela, just a sec. So, here in your work pile, you have the 8 of Hearts, the 4 of Clubs, and the 10 of Clubs. You know, this is talking about stability. This is your second 4. And there's a lot about security, stability. You're trying to make decisions, plans. You could have felt unsure, doubtful in the past about where you'd land, where you'd end up. And now you're having really pleasant, happy talks about your stability. I can tell you you're moving. Here's the 10 of Clubs. This is something, you know, this is something pretty solid you're happy about. You're already decided about. You're moving, okay? And it could be long lasting, like I said. But you're happy about it. This is, you know, it feels good to you. And there may be some work to do or something like that. In your exterior influences, you have the 7 of Diamonds, the 6 of Clubs, and the King of Diamonds. There's some sort of expectation here. This is an older gentleman usually. It could be your dad, your grandfather, could be a woman too. It could be female energy. But anyway, this person could have green, gray, or very pale blue eyes. I see them as the mature person. If they're younger, they probably have strawberry blonde or red hair. It's you know, this person is taking steps. They're you know, it's like they're getting better at what they're doing, their job, what they're learning, what they're accomplishing. They're taking steps. They're working on something. Okay, I have a feeling this is unexpected. This success, these steps, these advances. It's advances in some way, okay? And I feel like it's unexpected, okay, in this mature person. Also, you could be working together with someone mature, working on something to do with your finances, your investments. You could be getting investment advice from this person. Also could be unexpected in some way. In the foundation, you have the 10 of Spades, the King of Clubs, and the 5 of Clubs. There's something for you. It's become a barrier. Something became a barrier where you were, and there wasn't a solution anymore. You didn't want to work on it anymore. It's about ending, something coming to an end. It doesn't necessarily have to be painful, but it's not something that can be worked on anymore. It just is done, kind of thing. This could be with a King of Clubs. You could be any one of these people here, Sagittarius. It could be with a King of Clubs. This could be a brown or hazel-eyed, male or female, someone dynamic. They're energetic. They're probably funny. They're good talkers. They're able to do a lot with a little. Okay, and they're they have a they could have some sort of, so where something ended, something else begins. Okay, so you, Sagittarius, could give up something. It could have been a career. It could have been there could have been health issues, but something's coming to an end. Something that was blocking you, delaying you, causing a barrier for you. Okay, perhaps in this past year. And now I think that changes are coming. Growth is possible. Opportunities are possible. Doors are opening after you ended or decided to move on from whatever this is. Okay. And then in your surprise pile, you have the Seven of Spades, the Two of Diamonds, and the Jack of Hearts. This is happy tears. I'm going to tell you right now. These are tears, but this is Two of Diamonds. Two of Diamonds is some sort of meeting about money, about investing, about finances. It's also passionate, sparkling. And I think passionate is, this is good news. This is, it could be a date, or someone is telling you their feelings. They could say, do you want to go out for coffee or something like this. This is news that is going to make you cry happy tears. You're really happy. This is, it could be a reunion of some sort too, some sort of reunion or union. I almost feel like it could be someone coming back from the past for you, like that is meant a lot to you. Could be an old love, could be an old love, just saying. Because I feel like there's old feelings. You could cry happy tears seeing them again. This could be a love or a really close friendship that maybe you drifted apart for some reason somehow, and you're able to reconnect. There's something in it surprising. You may run into this person out in the mall or on your travels around doing whatever you're doing, because it's a surprise. It's like, oh my God. And it could be very emotional, could be very nostalgic, it could be very romantic. Just saying. There's a big message of endings and beginnings here with 310 Sagittarius. And you also have the Eight of Diamonds. Some news comes in of partnership, of security, of possibility working together. Okay. I see a lot of good communication here. You have a lot of twos as well. You have every two, in fact. I think that once you're able to separate from some sort of situation, I feel like it could have been a bad move, could have been unavoidable, but a bad move in the recent past. But anyway, when you separated yourself from that, then all these better connections, better unions, better partnerships began to happen for you. Like I said, I think you're moving, definitely, with these 310s. I felt like you were delayed or blocked or something previously from getting on with your life in some way. There could have been some hurt, pain. It could have been physical, emotional, mental, that you needed to work on, let's say. Work on. All right? All right. So, let's pack those up, my darlings, my babies. I feel like you could have some money coming in, some real security coming in for you. All right, Saggy? Okay, let's see what we have. So this is the Sacred, oh, where is it? This is the Sacred Rebels. This is gifted to me by a viewer. Her Etsy site is in the description box below. That reminds me, someone else sent me information for their site where they also sell jewelry. I've completely forgot to put it in, but I'm going to add it. You can be sure. So tell me, for Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need to know for the month of December, their birthday time and the holiday time? What do they need to know for this beautiful new moon solar eclipse? Big time of opening up to freedom and taking action and charge on what we like, getting moving, you know, moving, taking action. Let's make this happen. Tired of waiting, you know, tired of waiting. What does Sagittarius need to know? Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need to know? December 2021. Tell me, Sagittarius, where are you in there? Where's your card, Sagittarius? Oh, she's just having a tough. Oh, look at that. Okay, I gotta get a hold of all these. There it is. I loved that one too. I gotta tell you, I looked. I have to show it to you. Big, bold vision. That's at the bottom of the deck. I think this is big, big potential. But first, we're going to look at beyond the mind, the heart beats. Isn't that beautiful? Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Look at these eggs in the nest up here on her head. You know, she's taking care, she's nurturing these eggs until they're ready to hatch. You know, there's all these beautiful feathers that represent communication, nurturing. Pearls of Wisdom 21. Okay, here we go. In the chaos of modern life and the constant fluctuations of our minds, it can be difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lies within. Yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activity, there is an endless, vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. Within that sanctuary, sacred sound is felt rather than heard. That sacred sound is actually the reverberating heartbeat of the entire universe. Your own heart's rhythm sounds within the greater universal heartbeat. The totality of life, all of your being, can be felt as one through listening to and feeling for the sacred sound of the heart beating within you. And I gotta tell you, you know, when I'm a drum maker and sometimes I do drum workshops, I teach people about the origins of the drum and the deeper meanings of the drum. And one of the things I teach is the drum represents the heartbeat, because the heartbeat is the very first sound a baby hears in the womb. That beat, that drum beat. And that's where drum beats began, you know, trying to replicate that sound, you know. And so we've been hearing it all our lives. All our lives. It is through the heartbeat that we experience a love that is more than preference or attachment. This is the love that inspires, energizes, and moves us to create, even beyond once we what thought was possible. Your love for life, the need to feel alive and express yourself, and the quest for that which is truly fulfilling. I told you, eh? You need that freedom to express yourself. These are the sacred urges that rebel against fear and promote passion for being alive. They flow through your blood and can be felt through the beating of your heart. This oracle has a message for you. There is a way of the mind which can make mountains out of molehills, even when its thinking is turning mountains into molehills. Then there is the way of the heart. It's subterranean and moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. Remember, I was talking about the gentleness, the gentle hand, instead of the lion, the lamb. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. The mind sees, plans, and strategizes. The heart feels, responds, senses, and intuits. When we walk the path of the heart, we must feel and respond rather than plan our way through. It is a different way to live and create. It is closer to the earth and to the source of life itself. It is not for those lacking in courage and trust, but you are not one of those, are you? You are being asked to trust your heart and to drop into it. The mind is important, but it cannot supplant the heart. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. That is, to create the spacious chamber of receptiveness into which the sacred rhythm of your heartbeat can resound. Deep within you, you know what to do and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind, whether the mind and its plans seems to agree with your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against the fear will serve you well. It's about facing a fear. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. That's wonderful. And I want to read this one, the quick version of it. Just the Cole's notes on that one. Let's see if we can get big, bold vision. Man, I love this card. And I really love that the bumblebee. See the bumblebee? And we've had the bee a couple of times here. You were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big, even if you have absolutely no idea how your vision can come to pass or what all the details may look like. You can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active, contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. There is something, a vision or an idea that is coming to you. You may worry that it's too much for you, but don't worry. It is meant to be yours. Although you may have some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and open up to a fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, more radical, and more potent possibilities of creatively living your light in the world. A sign that you are cracking out of your limited thinking to allow for a big, bold vision to come to you is that you might feel a little dizzy with the shrinking limitations and expanding possibilities of life. You may wonder if you are allowed to access so much wonder. It's a win-win situation. Those that are meant to live big, bold, and visionary lives need to give themselves permission to break the mold and forge newer, more expensive perspectives of what is possible, what is permitted, and what is of service. It's about letting go and opening up. Others will benefit from this. Even though it's your vision, it's not just about you. You're being asked to remember that when something is right for you, endless synchronicities and support will follow your way at the right time and the right way. Stay open, receptive, playful, and surrendered. You are about to receive or be invited to become a part of a grand visionary beginning. It has the markings of something fantastic, no matter how the journey that brings this vision into reality unfolds. And there will be some twists and turns that you don't see coming. It is still helpful for you to be open to it. Trust your heart, be still with your choices, and when the time feels right and truthful, leap. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you. Even if everything seems a bit of a shambles now, it's really just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. Now, here is the healing affirmation, okay? Listen to this. And you say this out loud. I release all blocks to my vision. I release all beliefs, conscious or unconscious, stored in my body or mind that would have me belittle or minimize myself out of fear or ignorance. I choose to be big, bold, and bright, to vision with my heart and receive all the genius of the universe in supporting that vision and coming to life. So be it. So you can take all of that affirmation or bits and parts and make your own, but make sure you say it aloud, that you're open to receiving and you're allowing yourself to be big, bold, and bright. So, woo! I like it, Sagittarius. I hope you do too. If you do, like, share, and subscribe. It all helps a lot, and it helps other people see this video who might need to see it. I really appreciate it. It helps me a lot. And comment below, of course. You know I like hearing if it resonates for you in some way, and I just like hearing from you anyway. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy New Year. I know I'll talk to you before then, though. And I just hope that you have joy and kindness in your home this year. Love you much. Bye.